saying thank you so much for doing this. I didn't realize that there was a dearth of this type
There is a dearth.
And nobody knew. I didn't know
dearth.
until I started. Yes, a dearth. Thank you. I'm using a fancy word.
Can I say dearth?
You can say dearth. We've got burqa, we got dearth, and we had one other thing we learned today, and I've already forgotten it.
Trees.
Arbor
Trees.
Day.
Yeah. Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
What about, I wanted to go to this real quick because I know you had something to say about it, about your charity that you wanted to talk about.
Yes. It's really important since I have sort of public attention, that I'm not going to really support a charity unless it is absolutely dear to my heart. Because that's what people do, And I was looking and searching for the longest time about the charity that would best suit me and best suit the things I believe in. And I know that the main charities that are out there are obviously the breast cancer charities and the animal charities. Those are very popular. But for me, my choice is the Covenant House.
Which is?
The Covenant House it's a shelter for youth that have been abused or abandoned.
Okay.
If they have family members that have, drug or alcohol problems and they get kicked out, the Covenant House is a safe place that they can go to finish school or make friends or get a job, anything like that. Because what happens is when the parents kick them out and say, get out of here, you're worthless, whatever, they end up living on the streets. And you would be amazed at the number of youth that live on the streets right now.
What is the age legally that a parent can kick folks out?
They can kick. You know what? These kids have gotten kicked out at age 11,
well,
12.
That's got to be illegal.
About
but that's evil. I'm just curious.
They've done that. I mean,
my dad threatened to kick me out starting at 7, so I was just curious when.
Well, because I was just thinking, isn't there another organization in Los Angeles called Children of the Night?
Or Angel?
That's kind of the same
type
of
thing. And I had a dear friend that he went through that experience. He was abandoned very young by his mother and father, and he was a really dear friend of mine. And he had told me, about this, and he had actually written a book. It doesn't have anything. It's not a book about being abandoned. It's just a book about how being abandoned led him to have serious drug and heroin problems.
Sure.
So I read the book, and I was so inspired by the book, and it was so amazing. It was The Heroin Diaries by Nikki Sixx.
Oh no, that's a huge book.
Yes,
that's a big book.
It was so. I mean, it just brought tears to my eyes.
Nikki Sixx, right? Rock and roll.
Yes, Nikki Sixx plays bass.
Motley Crue.
Oh,
and
that Nikki Sixx. I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, not Nikki Sixx, the accountant, the other one.
So once I read that book, and he had mentioned that a lot of the proceeds from the sale of the book are going to the Covenant House. I started researching what the Covenant House was all about, and I thought, what, this is a really cool thing, and this is just it really hits home for me. So
that's fantastic.
Is there a website address off the top of your head, or
for them? Just covenanthouse.com.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll take them straight to the main page, and they're always posting stories, real, true stories about some youth in Los Angeles and, kind of what they've been through. I mean, young girls that are pregnant that get kicked out and this and that and the other. They really don't have anywhere to go, so...
Well, that's fantastic.
Right.
That's
now,
a great charity.
If people want to get hold of you, too, because we're just about out of time, do you have a MySpace, Facebook,
website?
You know what? You can't get a hold of me through my website because everything goes to the webmaster. If you do want to drop me a line, you can do it at myspace.com/real Katie Lohmann. I couldn't get Katie Lohmann because it was taken
Somebody had it. That's
yes.
Lisa Glebe, the same thing.
We were lured into a fake Lisa Glebe
it
MySpace.
happens. Yeah. Yes.
And they told us to wire all this money to a bank, and we did it.
That's so
but
funny.
No,
you got scammed.
We got scammed by one that says the real Lisa Glebe, and then I thought Lisa didn't have one, but he was saying no, it's her. Well, sure enough, Lisa comes on the show.
It's
and
the
says,
safety expert. The safety expert was, and I didn't listen to the safety expert.
And Lisa's like, I want to tell everybody today that I do not have a MySpace account. I do not have a Facebook.
Yeah.
But if everybody wants to see your website and see your work and your upcoming projects and keep up with you,
you have a KatieLoman.com?
I did get KatieLoman.com because Playboy purchased it right away. They were very smart.
Nice.
So I do have KatieLoman.com.
Can you spell it for them?
It's just KatieLohmann. Make sure you do 2 N's.
Right.
.com. KatieLohmann.com. And then the MySpace is Real Katie Lohmann, all clumped together, no spaces, nothing, all lowercase, just Real Katie Lohmann.
And also on IMDb, they can use the keyword search Katie Lohmann and take a look at your credits and all that stuff.
Yeah, we didn't even get to like half of them, like the Gene Simmons show. You were on the reality show with Gene
I was
Simmons.
on the reality show. Gene and Shannon were shooting me for Playboy. It was a competition to see which one of them was a better photographer. I picked Shannon. Yes.
no,
You know,
it aired on their show.
as I watch Gene Simmons, his tongue is like Dorian Gray. The tongue doesn't age, but he is aging around the tongue.
See, now we're getting Dorian Gray now, too.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's like a Dorian Gray tongue. The tongue still looks good. You know, it goes down to his navel or whatever.
Yeah.
Right,
So
down to
the-
his knees, right?
The Great Gatsby.
You know, you were there.
Well, I was there.
Did you measure it?
But
Did you measure it?
I did not
With your eyes?
have
Did you
any
measure it?
experience
She
with
had no
tongue.
contact with it.
I had no contact with the tongue, yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, Katie, so much for being here today. We had such a wonderful time. The time has gone by so fast.
Yeah, indeed it was. And thanks for, really pushing some great energy in there and helping us out and keeping that message clear about women and safety. And
the entertainment industry, which was our
Absolutely.
thing
Yes.
today, and you are a perfect person to bring on for that today. I have a disclaimer that I have to say at the end of each show. Opinions today are exactly that. They are just opinions. All situations are different, and a woman facing a threatening situation should rely on a professional guidance regarding their own individual circumstances.
And what are let's get through the whole litany here of there's Hottie Help group now on Facebook.
Yes, please join Hottie Help group on Facebook.
There's also the Hottie Help website on MySpace.
Yes, Hottie Help on MySpace, myspace.com/Hottie Help.
I
And then
found
there's
that.
You found it? Oh,
Good,
cool.
join it today.
And then there's the real Candace Kita on MySpace. How's that work?
Yeah, you can go to MySpace and see /The Real Candace Kita or CandaceKita.com. And please look for my book, The Hottie Handbook, A Girl's Guide to Safety, which will be available next year at BarnesandNoble.com and Amazon.com.
And also, do we know our guest for next week?
The guest for next week is either going to be LA Laker girl Blythe Matsui,
Right.
or beautiful actress Gina Song.
Okay, one of those two. And Gina was actually in a movie with Candace
Right.
called,
I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
which
with
was about.
Adam Sandler.
Oh,
It's
I saw
about
that.
gay marriage.
And what's the ballot?
Proposition 8.
And what do we do on it? We
You
vote
no for Proposition 8. That's our opinion, which means that you actually are promoting for gay people to have the opportunity to be legally
Yeah,
married.
and
That's
so it's
our
kind of
opinion.
tricky. Even though you're voting no on 8, you're actually
Actually
voting
for
for
yes.
gay folks.
And that's like Alana was saying the other day. Alana Curry came on and she was saying vote yes for Proposition 2, which is giving farm animals a more humane
right to marry.
existence. Yes,
The right to marry. That is so funny.
Gay farm animals the right to marry. So, anyways, you want gay farm animals the right to marry, then you have to vote
But not
yes
straight
on
animals.
Proposition
But not
2.
straight
hysterical.
farm animals.
Right. So yes on 2 and no on 8.
And also yes on Darth
Vader.
Burka.
Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Darth Vader. That's a Darth Vader who has nothing. He has a dearth of Vader.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
It's a Wikipedia joke. We'll be good here. Hey, guess what song I hear?
the ending song is it over already?
Yeah, we're at the end here.
can't
Thanks,
believe it.
Katie. Thanks, Candace.
Thank you. Bye.